So you're interested in playing D&D or just wondering what it is? Let's get into it. So Dungeons & Dragons is a fantasy tabletop role-playing game. The core items to play this is you are going to need a set of dice, pen, paper, character, and a good story. So let's talk about the first thing that you're really going to need, and that is going to be the rules. Now you can either go out and buy the player's handbook, or you can download a basic copy of the rules for free on the website. I'll put a link down below for that. Now a normal session, once everyone is there, it consists of 2, 3, 4 players or more, and a DM or a GM, a dungeon master or a game moderator, whichever one you prefer to be called. The role of a DM is to essentially run the game that the players are playing in. The DM provides the maps, the monsters, the encounters, the scenarios, and the players play within that realm, that existence of whatever the DM provides for them. So the players say, I want to do this, the DM says, alright, this is the outcome of your decision, and then the players go from that. So if your player is playing a sneaky rogue, he's going to ask the DM, I see this creature in front of me, I want to sneak around him. The DM looks at the paper and says, alright, go ahead and roll your dice to see if you can sneak around him. Player rolls. If he succeeds, he goes around him undetected. If he fails, the creature sees him. Now everything in the game is reflected off your character's sheet. If you want to jump real far, if you want to attack an enemy, if you want to sneak around an enemy, if you want to try to bluff or deceive somebody, all based on your character's stats. There are 2 types of play for 5th edition. There are homebrew games, and then there is Adventure League. A homebrew game is where the DM has created the world himself, the campaign, the stories. It's his own thoughts and ideas and creativity going into this world, and the players play in it. So he has made up all the towns, the characters, the NPCs, the voices, if he's doing any voices, all the hooks and all the little plot twists and stuff. That's all coming from the DM. That's a homebrew. They've made it themselves. You guys are playing in it. Adventure League is Dungeons & Dragons' official regulated gameplay of D&D. Everyone goes by the same rules, the same format, the same context. It's all the same all across the board. So normally Adventure League is played, you can play it in private, or you can play it at your local gaming stores, which usually there is a organizer that will host adventure night sessions, and you can go in there and play, bring your character sheet, play through your character, and then you could take it to a whole different state, whole different area, and play on the same character sheet. Now in a homebrew, you have your character sheet, and you've been playing a couple sessions, you're level 3, and you take it to another DM's house, you try to play that in his homebrew world. He might look at some of the items and some of the things, and he might say, well, this is not allowed in my campaign. This is not allowed because the DM can do that. It's his rules, his world. So there might be a DM that doesn't want any elves in his story. If you have an elf, then you can't really play in his campaign. You're going to have to make a new character. Now, in Adventure League, that all goes out the window. Everyone is playing by the same rules. Everyone is leveling up the same way. Same magic items, everything. Honestly, I think it would be easier as a new player to play Adventure League, because you don't have to worry about finding a DM, trying to round people up, trying to get schedules for everyone to match people off work, people on weekends. It's always going to be the same night at your local game store or in a private session. I think it'd be a lot easier to get into D&D playing Adventure League, getting to know the scene, the characters. Let's go to a scheduled Adventure League, sit down and play. It's that easy. Now let's go over real quick what a one-shot is and what a campaign is. Now, a one-shot is going to be a short session. You can usually finish it within the time that you sit at the table that night. Maybe 1 to 4 hours. You can go to your buddy's house, 6:30, 7, however late you guys play, and just play this one adventure, this one story, and get it done in that night. Now, a campaign can take up to weeks, months, even a year, depending on if it's a homebrew campaign that could take a lot longer. If it's a published campaign, it could take a long time too. One-shots are just a section of what a campaign is. They're just one chapter of the book, is essentially what a one-shot is. And a campaign is a full story novel. Now, one thing to keep in mind, Adventure League only allows published works for playing, so you're never going to run into somebody's own custom homebrew game when you go to one of these Adventure League sessions. It's only published works, either through D&D's official published works, or through the DM's Guild website, where you can download one-shots from them, or you can get a published hardcover. So if you're looking to get into D&D, all you need is really to read the rules at first, get familiar with it. You can download apps on your phone or your tablet, a dice roller. You really don't even need to use dice. Nice to have a set of dice though, and a character sheet. So learn kind of how to write a character sheet, get some dice, pen and paper, get a little backpack going, and also read over the rules just to get a basic understanding of how the combat works, how to read your skills, and go from there. Now below I'll put a bunch of helpful links. One of the links will be a starter set that you can buy, which is like 20 bucks, which has some dice. I think it has some miniatures, and it has a story that you can play from for you and your buddies. But you have to keep in mind, though, if you guys are playing a module at home, a published thing from D&D, then somebody does have to be the DM. Someone does have to be in charge of rules, and they have to go through the story and make sure that they're putting it, on the map. They have to read the story to the players. This is what's going on. This is what's happening. Also, if you don't feel like meeting anyone in person, there are websites where you can play online. Roll20 is one of them. Fantasy Grounds is another one. I know Roll20 is really popular right now. It has webcam, and you can use voice in browser on Roll20. A lot of people I see are also using Discord within using Roll20. And there are plenty of ways to find groups online as well. You can actually go through Reddit, Discord, Meetup.com. If your local gaming store has a Facebook, you can check there. Even there's a local, looking for group on Facebook itself, its own D&D group where people are posting up, hey, I'm looking for a couple players tonight, or, hey, I'm DMing, or, hey, we need a DM. So there are plenty of resources online as well if you're not really up to meet people face to face yet. But yes, as a new player, don't stress about, oh man, I need to get the monster manual, and I need to get this book and this book and this book. I need to buy, these expensive dice and miniatures and pens and paper. You don't need that. You don't need that. But like I said, I'm going to be posting the free rules down below. Read the rules, maybe get some dice, check it out, just have a basic understanding of the game. Another good way is to watch people actually streaming it either on Twitch. I think some people stream it on Mixer, not really sure why. But Twitch especially, you can go and check out and watch people's games and them playing. And of course, Critical Role is always a popular one. Go and check them out just to see how they play. If you guys have any more questions, let me know. If that's it, then I am out of here. So you guys have a good one. I'll see you later.